Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and it's time for some more Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access Edition. Now, a few things. There's a frightened ox in the barn. We don't have a druid or ranger in the party, so I don't think we should go try to calm it down. That could end very poorly. It'd probably be wisdom or charisma related, and if it's wisdom we're okay, if it's charisma, not so much. Let's head out of here. So, we've got a few things. So there's, okay, again, you're going to be like that, are you? Fine, just run on through. You're not coming or what? No, you're not. Okay, fine. Yeah, come on, get out of the flames. Right, you two, seriously? We have short rests for things like this.
Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond.
And so here's a non-American member of the Flaming Fists, still praying over her departed
so it is spoken,
friend.
and so is it done. Great God,
Right, so now that we're past the flames, yeah, so I wanted to talk about the dragon, right? We flew over here, walked over here, and the shadow of a large, well, a fairly small dragon flew over us. And I immediately was thinking of Dragonlance and Dragon Fear. Now, the Dragon Fear concept in Dragonlance is very specific, right? Obviously, dragons, scary, very scary monsters, scary dragons. But in Dragonlance, it was more the concept that dragons exuded an aura of supernatural fear as merely as part of their existence, but they could suppress it if they chose to. And essentially, it was like, 30-foot radius. If you're within 10 yards of the dragon, you better start making saving throws because it's bloody scary and you might not be able to do anything. So I was immediately thinking this person up ahead here is probably shitting a brick, to say the least. Now, patch day is coming very soon. We don't have an exact date yet, but most people were expecting it to be today, to be honest, because every other patch so far has been on a Tuesday, and now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, so yeah. There are warnings in the launcher that the patch is imminent, and given that they reposted the patch announcement on the Friday, it could even be a Friday patch, who knows. So I don't even know if we'll have the new patch for our multiplayer session tomorrow night or not. But essentially I would like to play around for a bit with Jariovel, because my friends who I've been playing with would like to move to the new patch and start again. And I'm fine with that-ish. But obviously there are a lot of unfinished things I'd like to take care of here. What do I think the new patch will bring? Well, apparently it will bring a number of story changes that are likely to break existing saves. Now, that means significant changes. Oh, hello, this is interesting. Oh, this is under the bridge. Yule is dead. There's a ladder goes up the other side. The bridge itself may therefore be destroyed. But there's no harm in looking. There, Elika. So that's the bridge. I want to go back. Right, I would like to go back to the goblin camp and try and deal with that a bit better. However, Lae'zel's gonna probably kill me if I don't go try and talk to the Githyanki who are supposedly around here somewhere. But I'll go to the goblin camp because it helps. Maybe I will be able to deal with some things. let's just go around this way and see if we can just cut past there without having to deal with opening the gate that's already open, then closing it, then opening it again to be able to walk past. Right. Look, it's 2 in the morning. I apologise if I'm not conveying my thoughts as best I can, but essentially we are wanting to talk about what could possibly be changed that would break existing saves. Specifically, what could be changed story-wise that would significantly break existing saves. Well, I have a few ideas. They could completely move the location of the druid camp. Right? They could... Lazel, you ninny. Yeah, they could move the druid camp to Act 2, for example, right? They could completely shift things around. They could make some very big changes. You know, some of the player feedback has been that maybe it'd be nice to encounter the goblin camp first, and then the druid camp later on, because then you know the goblins were dangerous and the druids needed help, and so on, right? I'm not sure it'll be a change that big. I'm also thinking, if it is, I'm not sure it's a world change, but let's look at popular things, right? There are 2 popular NPCs who are not companions, and a lot of the community has been asking for them to be companions. One would be the druid Halsin, and the other would be the dark elf we saw in the cutscene with the red-skinned hobgoblin-like creature when the ship was crashing. We've seen her in the multiplayer game where she just attacked us and didn't really want to say anything, just got herself killed, really. Let's clear out a bit of this fog. Including that bit up there. Apparently she's really popular and people would like her to be a party member. Now, I imagine she does have conversations and can be interacted with, but if she is a priestess for all the goblins here, then she obviously doesn't really want to leave and go adventuring because she's tending to her flock, essentially. However, likewise with the druid Halsin, right, he runs the druid's grove, he keeps them all working well. Why would he leave? Right? He's an authority figure. He has responsibilities. So how do we deal with that? Tricky, right? Essentially, if either of those 2 characters is to become a companion, that would necessitate story changes, because the whole thing of Druid Halsin is he's like, you know, returning ruler. He's there to, because evil ginger snake lady, I mean, come on, she's ginger and snakes think they've got something in common with her. The only way it could be worse is if she had pet slugs and snails as well, right? She's a pretty despicable person. I mean, I don't just mean snakes, right? I mean highly venomous snakes which can kill a child with a single bite. So yeah, she is not a happy person. So what do we... right, so if he comes back, puts her in her place and says, look, I'm in charge now. Oh, but wait, I'm going to go and leave. She'll just take over again, right? So there would need to be some kind of change there, right? Likewise for the Drow Priestess, I don't know exactly what kind of situation she's in here, but Jariavel, as a devout worshipper of Elistray, would obviously want to reform the evil Drow, make her see that not all Drow have to be evil, nasty, wicked people, and they can be nice. That's an interesting challenge to try and undergo here in the Goblin camp. And if I am unable to redeem her, and yes, I imagine if she is particularly devout in her ways, then she should be pretty irredeemable. Now that would be nice if they actually put in Elistray-specific things for conversations of her. That's something I would like to find out, ideally before the patch drops, which is why I'm going into the Goblin camp now, and the Goblins are probably not going to be very happy or friendly. I suppose we shall see.
Goblins ahead.
Intelligence. Ah.
One of those can summon fighters far and wide.
We don't have Will with us. Will wants to be with us when we come here. We should absolutely do something about that. We also don't need a second cleric. And we don't need to be... Wait. No, it's not that, is it? It's, Right. Flop that over to you. Do it this way then. Fine. Because I want to keep that handy so we can communicate with dead prisoners in the Goblin camp. Right. We should also go and sell things. So yeah, I'm imagining that if Halsin and the Dark Elf Woman are to be significantly changed to become companions, either of them, right? It would necessitate writing a lot of material for them going forwards, but it would also involve a lot of rewrites. Okay, let's see if we can just drop water to tidy up some of this acid, okay? Because if we can, the water won't last forever. But it will apparently last a long time. And we will slip up trying to... Oh no, no slip ups. Great. We should definitely drop one in the gateway to the village there. Yeah, so that's a lot of work, right? That's the kind of thing that could break a save. You'd be like, oh hey, I have this quest to go and... Wait, hang on, no, that doesn't exist anymore. Or I can't complete that. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that isn't going to work, basically. Other stuff. They could rework the beginning, right? I doubt they will, right? The prologue on the Githyanki ship is fairly solid. It doesn't need too much more. Yeah, it needs some buggy cutscenes fixing a bit, but on the whole, you know, a few little fixes here and there. Obviously, if you choose the Lae'zel origin, that's going to be some kind of challenge. Either they'll have a replacement character taking her place for the beginning, or you actually get to
Need
solo
anything
things.
else? Of course, but please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
And tackling all of that. Okay, what do we want to keep here? We want to keep... no, we can just... So yeah, if new companions were added to Act 1, which is a tricky one, right? I think new companions probably should be added to Act 1, but then we would run the risk of having far too many companions. And how would that feel exactly? Tricky. Well, let's divest ourselves of these. So, it might feel too crowded, right? Too many nasty, horrible people. It would be nice to have a friendly, well-natured companion who means well and doesn't hate people and isn't selfish and doesn't bully people and isn't some kind of evil brainwashed cultist, you know.
Sylvanus be with you.
But then we'd have like 6 or 7, maybe even 8 companions in Act 1, and we would be running the risk of, hey, we finally get to walk, even if she's kind of strutting a bit. We'd run the risk of introducing all the companions in Act 1 and nothing new later on. And that is an issue with more features being added during early access. If all the more features are in the first act of the game, the first opening chapter, there's nothing new to add later on. And there's like higher level spells and stuff, sure. But it's like we don't meet a new ally or something.
Looking for
I don't
steel?
like that.
I have, well, something close.
Now, in the original Baldur's Gate, it was quite easy to acquire most of the companions' characters in the early portions of the game. But that doesn't mean that we have to. I will put that. It was quite possible, however, to miss out on a lot of them until the second or even third chapter. Alright, there we go, that's good. I'll move some of these up. We don't have a use for rope yet. That would be interesting. We do have this shaft of broken spear. If we can find the broken spearhead. The cultists were carrying the shaft of broken spear, and they did say they were looking for a weapon that had been taken by, well, people who aren't members of the cult, essentially. Right, anything really fancy here we absolutely want or need. Probably not, actually. Okay, we go coin. Gloves and boots. Gloves, no boots. We can get boots. And give them to her. We can even put them on. Apparently, we do not give them to her. We do it this way. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. Oh, hey, look, if they don't be 22. Oh, I think that'll still be 22, but let's see. Yeah. That's a high price for some very normal non-magical boots. Right, let's go back to camp. Pick up Will. And let's hope none of our companions want to talk to us too much. Oh yeah, back in camp. There's a thing. I may have uncovered the way to getting past Shadowheart's defensive wall of apathy.
Something the matter?
It's either the strange magic or the little artifacts box. It's a hard difficulty check. But upon failing the check, she says, "Oh, we've talked about this enough for today," implying we should talk to her about it every single time we come back to camp. Be like a battering ram. Be monotonous, because apparently women really love that. Especially if it's rhythmical and regular. Every day. Yeah. So, this is a bit tricky, right? So essentially it's a keep trying until you succeed, keep rolling until you get the result you want. But the roll doesn't get any easier. It doesn't become cumulatively easier with multiple successive attempts. So it is literally just well, it's not even trial and error. Right, so let's have a little talk about that odd little artifact you have. You know, the box that you keep putting in my pockets when I part ways with you.
I told you already. It's none of your concern.
Okay, it's not the box then. Yeah, what about that strange magic you displayed?
I don't know. Something to do with the tadpole, who's to say? Another mystery to add to the pile.
It seemed pretty different from the other tadpole effects.
We don't know how this works, not really. Maybe it varies a little, person to person. Don't worry. It won't matter once we find a cure. And if we don't find one, well, we'll be past our worries then.
Is it dangerous?
Very. It wanted to lash out at you. Luckily, I was there to stop it and save your life. Anything else?
Yeah, I don't believe you. Okay. So it might just be this one.
So that's to say you'd like to pry a little. You do seem like the type, I must say.
And what type do you mean exactly?
Inquisitive, looking for connection. It's every man for himself, and you're looking to make friends. Admirable, I suppose. Or desperate. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, you keep deriding me. You're just doing it to hide something about yourself.
That's all you're entitled to, for now. Our parasite problem doesn't make you my confidant.
So I'm thinking... Oh, that's the one. Right. I'm pretty sure there's something you're not telling me. So I'm thinking, right, if I do get to start again, I might... I've neglected Shadowheart and Astarion a bit, so I might try and play a character who pays more attention to them and has them in the party more often. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's something you're not telling me.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh yes you do. Look, we found that helmet on the skeleton in the village and you're not telling me everything about it.
It's nothing, really.
I don't know, she sounded pretty angry when she said nothing. 2 or 2, okay. You know, we should be honest with each other. What are you keeping from me? Mrs. Angry Face. Watch me fail a dice roll. Yeah! Oh well, that's right.
What makes you think I'm hiding anything? If I've something to share, I'll let you know. You've already pestered me with your notions
there
once
we go.
today. If I have something to add, I'll tell you.
Alright. We'll just leave it there. But the today part implies coming back, and possibly here as well, right? Oh!
Something
Hey.
the matter?
Also, you know, you can
If
stay
you're
here for a
sure.
bit. Yeah, absolutely. You're not being honest
Fine.
with me.
I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
I need people I can trust to be there for me when monsters are trying to kill me, you know. And also, Will wants to go fight some goblins, you know.
Well met.
Hey, come with me, man.
Ah, that's the spirit.
Right. Let's go get some kip. And hopefully have no bad dreams while we do so. And we are apparently all the way back here for some reason. That's not good. Why? This is literally not where we left things, and slow loading textures. And while fast travel is cheating, when the game cheats and puts me somewhere else, because I am further than it expects me to be, I can cheat back to say, no, I was over here, thank you very much. Let's try to inveigle our way. Sorry, inveigle our way. Yes, it's not entirely a silent G. It's not fully vocalized either. It's like a sub-vocalized. It's like inveigle. Yeah. Let's try and inveigle our way. There! We will try and find our way in. Right. Will wants to kill the goblins. I'm not above killing some of the goblins. Also, yeah, hey, Will, is apparently supposed to have an archetype that isn't in the game yet, and I'm not entirely sure that changing him significantly would be something that would break existing saves, but it might. But I'm thinking that the majority of the changes would be to characters. I don't think there would be map changes or particularly lethal changes. Right, we know they got a drum. We know there's nasty goblins up there. Let's say hey, hello.
Blue beetle in one. Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Feck shite.
Let's try to be diplomatic, shall we? Goblins don't come by the handfuls, but by the dozens.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
She looks really angry. In fact, she's looked really angry in the last few conversations. And I think it's more to do with her facial structure and expression than the makeup. So, I'm not going to use this because having a mind flare tadpole in the head is bad. Let's go nature. Because it's different. And it's so unexpected, but oh, we fail. Okay, fine.
No deal walker. Celebrating a raid we are. You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it.
Oh, mate, I can't pass up the opportunity to throw shit in his face. Probably fail this now. The dice do not love me, and now I've got shit on my hand.
Hey! Watch it, you daft ranger! Go on. Don't skimp, neither.
Okay, yep, I'm gonna throw it all goblins.
know that was worth it, did he?
Depends on initiative and the Goblin War Drum, to be honest. But I think we're good. Alright, Lae'zel. You know what to do. Ooh. Okay, that one was rubbish, but you got a bit of damage in there. That's... action surge, short rest, sure. I mean, we've all got hit by fire, so... Now, let's get a... Can we get you? Yeah. How? Literally, how? And now the action is gone. Now there's no attack, and the game is stupid. It's like, she didn't even need to move. Will, you know what to do. Get over there and break that invalid target.
It's Ali.
He is going to get shot to bits now.
My
He doesn't want to die.
fortune.
Okay. Well, I see you, Mr. Goblin. You're 13 hit points, so if we drop all four, sod it. All... Path is not into... Right, hang on. Nope, it's not. That works. Also, not standing next to a bloody great big wolf is probably a good idea. Also, not next to the torch. They could throw oil at it or something. Right, that's better.
Go on the others. I'll hit the drum.
Yeah, you try it, pal. There's a bloke with a rapier next to him who thinks he's... Well, goodness knows what he thinks he is. Let's queue up that reaction. Then think. Hostile creatures, you say. That works. Here comes all the damage. And it's not Pathfinder, so she's still on her feet. That is an interesting plan around. Oh, suddenly down to 1 damage. Wow, this is bugger. Right. Breaks the fight up, okay? It's not ideal. There's going to be some serious life-saving going on around here if we... Well, we'll see. Yeah, it's over there, mate. You know what? On that whole life-saving front. Yeah, we'll see about that. So dead. Right. No Misty Step. And they are obsessed with trying... Right, do we have potions of healing useful here? I'm sure we do, if only I can find it. Or even like fire resistance. Go. Couldn't he just pour the potion on the fire? Right. you, pal. And all of that. That might. Somehow, miraculously, he didn't get. Okay, fine. Yeah, you rung to the drum, but isn't there anymore. And shoot, what was it? Okay, fine. No. Right. Okay. So if you could just jump to here, tackle this one, yeah, keep him occupied. Will, my man, do the thing. And then Misty Step is a great spell, but I think you're in a... Where is he on the initiative order? Yes, already gone. Good. Okay, we'll just have to risk. Idiots. I hate it when we do this. It's so unfair. That's a trip, man. That's what you get, Wolfie. Yeah, see, now it's just gonna get worse. Cover ground, cover ground. No, what? It. Well. Do the thing. Stay close, but not too close. And now we need her to survive until her next turn, which isn't gonna... Ooh, maybe. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Yes. Oh, so close. And now, this goblin has a chance to down one of our party members and probably go for... Ooh, not the healer. Alright. Do we have... No healing work. Right, we're just on the biggies. Okay, that's a good start. Can we get up? Oh, yes, we can. Lovely. She has ridiculous jump reaches. I'm starting to see why people call her a frog. Bloody hell! Did we just lose 3 party members? No, we didn't. Okay, good. Right. Well, to be fair, we deserved that. Nice to see the goblins actually managed to get on a better plan to pay off there. Hazel, the goblin cannot elude you forever. But apparently you have to jump to catch up with him. He ain't going anywhere now. Did I pick those up? Right. Now you one-hit wonder. Oh God. Right. Girl, you know what to do. Well, go on, then. Bollocks! You lying piece of shit. Right, fine. Stuff it. Do it this way, then. Okay, why isn't that happening? Stuff it. This is where he cheats and shoots. Hooray! The goblins cheat! I love it. I love it. I just hate it. Right. Bastard enchanting thing. Wonderful. And then the goblin shoots again. And misses. Hooray! Well, look, we really need to do this, otherwise he will have to step up there and get some serious damage in. Look, if we can add a bit of range, maybe that goblin will miss us. Okay, against all odds. There you go, get killed. Well, I think we can stop it. Stop it, you idiot. All of you, we got a... Oh my god.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear.
How very Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Sadly, Illustrator does not grant me the power to return the dead to living.
No need. I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol.
It's going to be like
Step
one layer, isn't it?
Is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart. Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand. Inside the pouch, you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute. Unfold the letter and note the markings in the top and bottom corners. These are the notes you will need to play. Starting from the bottom right, play the notes in correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma method will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasi Trak.
Alright, now you're just taking the piss.
Pronounce the name correctly, and the method will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp can melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life.
You know, this does sound incredibly elaborate.
I think ingenious is the word you're looking for. Now, repeat my instructions back to me, please.
I could manage about the first 3 steps. Beyond that, it gets tricky.
In that case, this will be an easy exercise. Step 1.
Step 1 is pick up the pouch.
And next?
Purple thread, anti-clockwise.
Right. You then have access to the letter and the flute. Go on.
I'm going clockwise this time, but you didn't say which corner. You said at the top and bottom corner. So since there's only one top corner option available, I'm going to go for this one.
Focus, Kachoki. You play starting at the bottom right.
Really? I don't remember them
Quite
saying that
right.
at all.
You start at the bottom right corner, and remember to play them clockwise. After that,
The bloody thing, and it's gonna be. It's not that one. It's this one, I think.
I think it's the one ending in Osh. Easy mistake.
listen to your friend. It's Kasi Trach Ash. And pay attention to the Trach part. Yeah, back of the throat.
Yeah, I'm
And
not.
so we have gone through the necessary steps again. Let's hope practice makes perfect in the end. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
Great. Let's start with something much simpler. Let's even click this. No, let's not. Right. Here comes the pain. So, upon having received the item, I wonder. I have a stupid idea. Hey, Dale. Invalid target. It was an idea, okay? It would be a nice way of being able to double check the details. So. Oh, is it on him? No. Yes, it is. Wonderful. There it is. I'm going to cock this up so badly, but here we go. I can find where the blasted thing has got to. Oh god, is it still there? Yes. Man, drag and drop would be so useful, wouldn't it? Right.
The pouch is sealed with differently coloured strands of thread.
Yes, I will use the purple one.
As the purple thread becomes undone, the pouch opens to reveal a letter and flute inside.
Does anyone here have much experience playing a flute? I do not see the flute. I do. Oh god, are they on him again? No. Good. Right. Interesting. So it's not miscellaneous. Shouldn't even have to use these. Right. No. It's not that one, is it? That would almost make sense. Right. Nope. That's not it. It's interesting, and we do end up with a lot of hotkeys. Can't we just use one of these? That'd be really helpful, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. When he says many lives depend on him returning to life, I imagine that he means primarily his. And we have that zucchini again because someone can't spell courgette. That's a bloody courgette. Look at it. The picture and everything. It's a courgette. No doubt about it. Do we just get to keep doing this? There they are. Right. Page is blank, except for 4 letters. One at every... My god. I'm gonna have to actually do these, aren't I? Right, so... D... E... A... D. Really? That's stupid.
This is the flute Gale kept on his person. A faint magical aura envelops its wooden surface. The flute awaits with bated breath.
Gale is D. E. A. D. Now for the challenge.
Iskcha chisnaga.
The trach makes it memorable. Right, yeah, I think we have to give you this.
Multhamesk.
And this is going to end badly.
Tinu frantha manfragel.
Well. Yeah. He didn't breathe on it. Gale, mate, your protocol's useless. It's got to be somewhere. Mouse scrolling isn't working in this menu. It hasn't for quite a while. So I'm just going to do this instead.
My word, you did it! Oh, it's good to be alive. My hands are still cold, so that handshake will have to wait, but in the meantime... Thank you.
You know, for that protocol to be so ridiculously complicated, you must have wanted it to be very difficult for anyone to actually achieve it.
But a necessary one. Scrolls of true resurrection don't grow on trees, you know.
Yeah.
That said, I assume you have some questions for me. Only fair to warn you I've precious few answers to spare. I apologize if that sounds thankless. It's just that some secrets simply cannot be revealed.
You know, you told me you trusted me. Here's your chance to prove it. I thought that was going to be a 3.
I did say that, and I did mean it. And I do suppose that after all you've done for me, I should be at least a little bit forthcoming. Tell you what, I will answer one question that you may have, to the best of my ability. If I can.
Yeah, why did your projection say that many lives depend on your resurrection?
When I told you I need powerful magic to keep my condition under control, I didn't tell you why. Well, here's part of the why. I am dangerous. Not because I want to be, but because of an error I made in the past. It makes me dangerous, even in death. You brought me back to life, and for that I am in your debt. But we're surrounded by danger. It could happen again. If it does, bring me back again. You must, for the sake of many.
Yeah, that was pretty vague. And not too helpful. Let's take that short rest. And then... Oof. Okay. Yeah, we can go for a biggie. And a little one as well. Alright, how are we doing for... Okay, yeah, let's make it a tour, if I can find it. And you are down to... You're full. You're semi-full. Okay. We should plunder the corpses of the goblins we have slain, because we took a major kicking. That actually turned out a lot worse than expected. We're going to need to be more careful with how we handle the rest of the goblins here, because they are apparently much more dangerous than they initially seemed. A lot of bits of dead animals, I'm noticing. I'm not expecting these animals to have anything in particular on them. And you know what, actually, given how much of a kicking we received, it's probably a good point to leave the episode here. It would be nice to record a second one right after this, but I do have to be up early in the morning. By early, I mean during the actual morning. So I'm going to leave this one here. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I do look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'm going to say bye-bye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone.